Okay, so I was supposed to be filming a YouTube video for you guys talking about the 5 most impactful lessons that I've learned this last 2023, but it's been just impossible because I've been working since I woke up at 8 a.m. So I haven't been able to sit down and think about what I really wanted to do. So today I'm very tired. It's almost midnight right now. I've been up since 8 a.m. working, editing for Audi. So I think I'm just gonna grab something for dinner, put something on the TV, then I'll see you guys too. So see you tomorrow. Hi people, Happy New Year 2024, exciting. In today's video, I want to talk about the 5 most impactful lessons that I learned last year 2023. But before starting with that, I just want to point something that I'm very proud of. I've been working very hard for the last 4 years to speak English properly. I've been trying to build my life in English, books in English, watch movies in English, watch shows in English, my phone, my laptop, even speaking with my brother or with friends, or everything has been built in English for me to be able to learn it and speak it properly. Honestly, learning how to speak English solo without a teacher or without any course or nothing is difficult. It's I don't know, it's not easy, but at the same time, I think it's the best way because you build your personality through this period of time that you're learning, and you're not receiving dictations from no one. It's just you by yourself trying to put words in your head and trying to come up with the way to connect everything and understanding. So I just find that I'm more of myself right now speaking English because I've been able to learn it my way. So yeah, again, very proud. So now let's move to the 5 most impactful lessons that I learned in last year 2023. The first lesson is one that I learned really quick when I decided that I wanted to be a DP full-time. And this lesson is, now I know that I know nothing. Basically, as Socrates said, I know that I know nothing, because before being a DP, before wanting to be a DP, I thought that this role was very complex, with a lot of layers, a lot of complexity, a lot of technical parts to know and to learn and to practice. But I didn't know how much of difficulty had this role and how much of depth it had. And now I'm a DP this is the first year that I've been a DP, or at least try to be. And oh my God, I can see how deep this role is and how many things you have to have in your mind, in your head, as a DP, which is super exciting because I'm really passionate about challenges, and even more creative challenges. And this is a mix of creative and technical, which are both things that I love. That's why I feel being DP is my calling, at least right now in this stage of my life. I'm enjoying it a lot. I'm enjoying it crazy. I also love directing. I've been directing previously in my life, but I just think DPing is just my call right now. And oh my God, it's deep and difficult. Being a DP requires a lot of different things. You have to be a good leader, you have to be a good creative, you have to be a good technique, you have to know a lot about technical stuff, a lot about lining, a lot about the other roles and how they work, how they proceed, what are the processes of everything. At the end, you are the head of the technical side of a film. So realizing of that and being aware of that and starting to work towards being a better DP, at the beginning it was a bit difficult, it was overwhelming. I wanted to learn everything at the same time. I bought books, I bought courses and everything, but now I'm taking it easy. I know that being a DP takes time, and it also has helped me to realize that, because now that I'm going slower and I'm enjoying more everything, I realize that I'm being able to put more effort in everything, and I'm being better at the end of the day. I think I'll grow, not faster or slower, but richer. I mean, what I mean is that I will grow more strong and powerful because I'm really present on what I'm doing, on learning everything in the best way I can. So yeah, the first lesson of 2023 has been very helpful for me. So the next lesson that comes very close to the previous one is you shouldn't be judging yourself as a creative. I shouldn't be judging myself as a creative. And this is something hard to realize because at the beginning you don't realize that you're judging yourself based on others as a creative. And I think I still do it, and I'm gonna be doing it until I make my mind to it and I understand how to actually be myself without worrying about anyone else, which is also can be applied to life itself. So this lesson has been very, very powerful for me because I've been able in some points of this year to be aware of being myself compared to others and just like put my feet on the ground and just focus on my thing, which, as I said, it relates to the previous one. It's true, like we really put so much effort and time into comparing ourselves and judging ourselves to others that it's stupid. We could use that time for learning or resting or spending time with people we love or whatever else than judging ourselves as a creative beings, because I think it's just useless. Like, we should be using that time in a different way. So yeah, big lesson to learn: don't judge yourself as a creative and as a person either, basically. The third lesson is something that I think everyone in this industry experiences as a creative, as a filmmaker, as a photographer, whatever, which is balancing life and work life. And of course I've been experiencing this previously, but this year, since it's been the busiest year of my life, it's been quite hard. For example, the last 3 months of 2023 were insanely crazy. I can't explain how much of a pain it was for me to not understand how to balance certain situations in which I had to work a lot, but I wanted to be home or wanted to be with my partner or with my family or just by myself, and not being able to do it. I mean, it's super hard for me to be in those situations. I think it's where I suffer the most as a creative, because it's so hard to say no, or not to say no, but maybe to put limits, even more when you're working with big brands and you are ahead of the conversation. Which is the case because I have an agency together with my brother, and we both are the ones negotiating with the client. So I'm not a DP that's been hired by someone. I just have to worry about my work. That happens a lot of times, but in other times, when it's through my agency, we have to be there negotiating with the client, and that's hard because that takes a lot of time and that takes a lot of effort. So I found this year myself trying to find tricks in trying to organize my life and trying to understand how to do it in a way that I could live both worlds properly and enjoying them. So that's a big goal for me this next year, 2024, like learning how to organize my life better, or how to balance life and work life better, because for sure I need it. Fourth lesson, and a big one this year, is learning that saying no is saying yes to the things that you really want. And this is a big one for me, because I'm a person who, I used to be a people pleaser. I don't know if you're aware of what that means, but people pleaser is a type of person who don't know how to say no to things, or don't know how to hurt others by putting your own interest before. What I mean is, if someone comes to me and says, hey, do you want to do this project with me? I'm thinking, okay, if I say no, maybe I lose an opportunity of working with this person who could be someone very important in the future in my career, or it's a friend of a friend, so I don't want to say no, so they will think that I'm stupid or I have a high ego because I don't want to work with them, whatever. So because of that fear, you say yes. That was me in my previous years. Yes, we have to, one of the most important things that I think we have to do in our lives is to accept who we are and to work towards a new, better, improved version of yourself. So this year, it's been big for me on saying no in order to say yes to the things that I really wanted. It's hard for me because, of course, it hasn't been easy, and there were times where I was failing at that. But for most of the time, this year, I've done what I really wanted to do. Sometimes it didn't work, but most of the times I was doing what I really wanted to do, because I've been able to choose what I wanted and what I didn't want to do. So big one for me last year, and I hope it will be a big one for me this year. Trying to learning how to apply it better and in more depth, and being more aware of what I want and what I don't want. And related to the first and second lesson, the last one, leadership is the key. When I say leadership is the key, I say it as a DP, as a leader of a team, of the technical team. As I said at the beginning, I realized earlier this year that being a DP is something very complex, complicated, and deep. We as DPs have to be caring about so much stuff. We have to have everything in our minds, every technical and creative aspect, and translate that to the director and back and forth. And that's something that requires a big experience, and usually experience that we don't have, so we have to earn it, and we have to work it through the time and through the experiences of working with a big team. So basically this year's when I was working on set with a team, because I'm not always working on set with teams, I also work solo or with a small team, but when I'm working with more than 5 people, I was really focused on being a good leader. And to be able to do that, you have to understand what a leader is. And I think I'll make a whole video about this in the future, because it's really interesting and really powerful, not just for our careers as creatives, but also in our lives. But yeah, on set, when I was working with more than 5 people, I was very focused on being a good leader. I was even more focused than being a good DP. And I'll tell you why. Being a good leader means that you care about people, you care about the process, you care about the talent, you care about the story itself, you care about the details, you care about everything that it's amongst you. So once you're able to do that, you're able to do that naturally, that comes from you. You're able then to put all your talent, your creative talent, and all your attention to being a really good DP and create beautiful images. But without being a leader, you won't have a good connection with your team and with the talent, with the director, with whoever. So you won't be able to put the maximum in your photography, because you won't be connecting with everything else needed to be able to be the best cinematographer. I don't know if I explained myself, but I'll try to sum it up. Basically, being a good leader allows you, opens the door for you to put all the creativity on the table as a cinematographer. But without being a leader, you cannot be a good cinematographer. Even if you have the best eye and the best ideas and if you are the best creatively, if you're not a leader, you won't be able to put that out there. So that's why I focused a lot this year on being a really good leader and trying to understand what it means and prove that I'm actually a leader, or I can be a leader. And oh my God, I've learned so much. And when you put yourself in that situation of being a leader, you learn a lot from others, from people who's under you in positions inside set, and people that it's over you. So I would say for me, one of the biggest this year has been that one, like trying to understand how a leadership works and how to apply it and how to work it internally, and how then to put it out there and prove that I can be a leader and I can be a good director of photography. So yeah, for everyone wanting to be DP and cinematographer, just have in mind that leadership is the most important thing to be able to be a good DP. So yeah, we are at the end of the video. We talked about the 5 most impactful lessons that I learned last year, 2023. There are more, but these ones are the 5 that I think were the most important for me. And I think we will keep talking about these ones in the future in this channel, because they are lessons that we are always gonna be touching as cinematographers and DPs and filmmakers and creatives. So yeah, I think this is not the end of these questions. Before ending the video, I just want to say that I'm very grateful for what I have in my life. I'm very grateful to be able to be filming myself with a really cool camera in my loft where I live with my partner. I'm really grateful to be a DP, a cinematographer, someone who lives from being creative every day, who gets paid from being creative, who can travel the world, and who can wake up every day and work on something creative to throughout the day and to enjoy his life. I mean, that for me, it's a huge gift, and I think I have to be grateful every single day for what I'm being able to do every day in my life. So thank you very much, guys, for watching this video, for motivating me, because you're doing it. When you comment either on Instagram or TikTok or YouTube, whatever, you really motivate me. You really remind me of these things that I just said. I'm really grateful for that. I also want to thank everyone who's made me be who I am today. Everyone who was good, everyone who was bad with me, everyone who made me learn any lesson. I'm really grateful for being alive today, to having one more day to live this beautiful life, and to be able to be human on this planet and learn what actually being human means. And I know that I've got very philosophical here, but I think it's very important at the end of every stage in our life to be grateful for what we've been able to accomplish and to look forward to the next stage. Everything being said, I don't know what else to say. I just want to thank you guys. I want to wish you a happy new year, full of accomplishments, happiness, love, and everything good to you guys. And yeah, I think I'll see you in the next video. I don't know what the next video is gonna be about. I'm just flowing. I didn't have time to work too much on YouTube, but I'm gonna keep pushing and keep working as I'm building the agency. And I'm very happy to be here, guys, in this platform, giving back to this beautiful community that gave me so much. And yeah, see you in the next time. Bye. Peace.